behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming off successive 5-11 seasons. That got Dirk Cutter fired. This is a team, Charles, that has not won a playoff game since winning Super Bowl 37. You know, earlier you talked about Jameis Winston needing to cut down on the interceptions. What else needs to happen in Tampa? They've got to fix the defense. Dirk Cutter led the offense, and they put up big numbers. But defensively, they've been abysmal for the last few seasons. They ended up letting their defensive coordinator go during the year last year, but never could make enough plays to give them a chance to win a few more ball games. A new head coach will come in, and I think that'll be his first move, trying to find a way to get the defense back on track. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 4. Ready. Black,
now a first down carry by Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Green, trouble safe. Ready. Blue ready. Green, trouble safe. Let's go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either. Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play. On 3rd down, Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. For the Falcons, Charles, we talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker, Deion Jones, for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get up!
On third down, Ryan escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Drops it off for Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Okay, partner, got to fit in some Super Bowl chatter here. We're going to have New England and the L.A. Rams, 2 teams that had to go on the road and win their respective conference titles.
And think about this. The Patriots, who went to 8 straight AFC championship games, back in the Super Bowl yet again, yet they believe they're the underdogs and feel like the whole world is against them. How did they get to adopt that posture? But it's working for them.
And remember, by the way, the Patriots, their first Super Bowl win was against the Rams back in their St. Louis days.
So a lot has changed for the Rams since then. And the Patriots, consistently the most successful team in the NFL. This is going to be fun.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he powers his way up past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Get up!
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Here's Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A carry for a former Falcon, Jacquizz Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
3rd and goal, Winston. Fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 22.
Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Ready.
Here's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch 80. Ready. Move 80. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston to throw. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about